Financial Flow. Over here, I talk about everything personal finance with a little bit of journaling and hand lettering and crafting thrown in. I do like the DIY approach to a lot of things when it comes to personal finance, just because it's fun for me. But today, I'm going to go over my February budget. I previously recorded a video where I actually filled in all of this and planned my expenses for the month. But in the week or so since I did that, everything has gone kaput. So this is going to be a journaling February budget update / chit chat. So I'm gonna walk through how everything just kind of imploded. But here we go. So the first thing I'm gonna do is my daily Bible verse. Today's is Colossians 3:13. This is just something small I do every day just to keep me in the habit of reading my Bible. And it helps me practice my hand lettering. And it's just something quiet and simple I can do. And that's one of the things I do in my Hobonichi cousin. That's what this is, right? Nope. Hobonichi Tejo original. I'm babbling. I'm probably gonna cut this out, but whatever. I still need to do it. All right, so that's all done. And like I said, I do this every day. Just something quick, but just to have that little moment. I try to have those moments throughout the day, but this is my friendly reminder. And then as I flip through and look back on days early in the week or early in the year, I also have that point of reference. So something might speak to me if I'm going back. In this one, I did make a mistake. So sometimes what I'll do is, see, I did it again. But it's fine. It's fine. At this point, it's because I messed up on this one, and Philippians, I always add too many L's in that as well. So what I'm going to do is, there we go. So now it's on the bottom this week. All fine. But this is actually a great representation of what happened with my budget this month. So let's get into that. All right, now the drama of the February budget. All right, so I'm gonna go through and write up what came out so far. And then I'm going to show how things just went absolutely left. Alrighty, so I want to use a different color just so it's abundantly clear what happened. Be right back. Okay, got a red pen to show what happened. All right, so my water my water and housing actually go together. So it was, we'll just do it like this to make it easier. $24.60, and this was only $5.01. So done. This was as expected. It was $54.43. Done. I don't have a gas bill. So let's see, my phone, again, paid up for the year. Internet, that was $73.99. So far, it looks like things are going fine. I don't have cable. My insurance is paid 6 months at a time. So it looks like everything's hunky-dory at this point. Vehicle, I don't have a car payment. Things are looking great. Car insurance, this is my transfer for my annual bills. for things that I know are either annual or semi-annual, I set money aside per month. So it says car insurance. That's just one of the things that amount covers. But I want to say, and that comes out in $100 transfers. So this actually hasn't happened yet because I actually haven't gotten paid in February yet. So this is all from my January rollover to cover my February bills. So this still hasn't happened yet. I'm going to put 2x because it happens twice a month. Credit and loans. I don't carry forward my credit card debt. So right now I don't have a payment, but I will. We'll get to that. I will. So this number, I'm going to have to come back because it is, yeah, we'll get to that. Memberships. This also hasn't happened yet. And then savings, this also happens 2 times. So also hasn't happened yet. Daycare does not apply. Medical bill. Let me just go ahead and cross that out. So medical bill. As some of you know, I'm a cancer survivor. I'm in remission, have been for years, but a part of my remission, I still have to have ongoing treatment in the sense of I get quarterly injections and I take medication daily. So my injections about 4 times a year. If I do it every month, it's about 105 or so. If I do it every quarter, it's about 310, 315 or so. So I know it's the beginning of the year. Insurance just started over. What I was not expecting, because, you know, I had that ER bill last month that was less than I expected, so I was very excited. So I'm thinking I'm good to go. It's going to be like I budgeted. No, this bill, this expected bill, actually ended up being $533.37. And then there was another one. And that was $106.33. Then there was another one. And that was another $16.26. So this, no, big fat no in the budget. So let's just, for medical bills alone, because like I said, we're going to come back to this credit and loan thing. So medical bills alone, I expected $310, but I actually spent $345.96 over budget. Now, they're paid, but it hurts because guess what? All I had left over was $764 with the 104 buffer. All of this is, we'll get to that in a second. That is also shot. So yeah. And this housing, this is what came out on the 1st. On 2/1, we were good to go. And then, yeah. So what I have here is another sheet just to cover the additional. So we already have the medical that went over. And, you know, I talk about emergency funds. I talk about saving, you know, for things to come up and all of that. So do I have the money to cover these things? Thankfully, yes. Thank God, yes. However, I did not expect all of these things to occur this week. And when I say all these things occurred this week, outside of these bills that were prepared here for this, everything else that has happened this week. So, and just to get a total of what this actually is. So 533. Oh. I mixed those up. Okay, let me just start over. 53.37. That's a total of 655.96 for medical, okay? So we're gonna add that on our new slip. So 655.96, okay? Right, now back to housing. Okay, so I've talked about it before when I go over my 2024 goals. I'm like, yeah, I want to move. I want to get my rent down. My rent's too high, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And as you can see, rent is entirely too high. So what did I do? I've been looking for apartments. I've been looking at houses. I've been looking at anything that makes sense, right? And so what happens? I get an opportunity. So to that point, I'll insert a picture here. I have renamed my emergency fund into opportunity fund because I used that money for the opportunity that came up that wasn't really considered an emergency, but that was the appropriate place to take the money from, if that makes sense. Anyway, so my emergency fund, now opportunity fund, has allowed me to take care of these things, but I was not prepared for them to happen this month. I was expecting my moving costs and things to occur later on in the year, maybe later in the spring or in the summer. But it happened the second week of February. And this is why if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Because when I tell you everything happened at the speed of sound and I had to get that money out. So anyway, so housing. So we have the expected, but then what also happened? I had to pay transfer fees because I found a place where I live. And then I had to pay the first month's rent and the deposit. So that alone, I ended up paying make sure you can see this well, $27.87 and 76 cents for this new place. Granted, is it going to save me money in the long run and I'm going to make this money up by the end of the year and pay myself back? Absolutely. Was I planning to move anyway and have been saying I needed to bulk up my moving fund? Absolutely. Was I expecting to pay that money in the second week of February? Absolutely not. So that's 27, 87, 76. And why am I writing it up here instead of filling up the block? Because there was an additional $600 that got paid out this week for a total of $33.87 and 76 cents. So the actual, let me add that 600 here. So the actual was $33.87 76. And did it get paid? Yes. Did my savings take an absolute hit? Yes. Am I stressed about it? Yes. And why is that important? Because that that led me to have some other bills, because I'm a stress eater. So this level of money going out unexpectedly, yeah, that led me to these numbers here for this part of the budget. We'll get to that in a second. You'll see the reflection of my stress in this. So let's keep going, because again, fine. Credit and loans. Okay, so another thing that I've been meaning to add to my savings tracker that is something I've wanted for years, but I wasn't sure when it was going to happen and didn't have a sinking fund for it. But again, opportunity came up. I had a consult with the orthodontist. Now, as a nerd, I wanted braces my entire life. Didn't need them. Still technically don't need them, but I always wanted braces. I got reading glasses and now I'm getting braces. My nerd dreams are fulfilled. However, braces aren't cheap. So got the consult and went ahead and was like, swipey swipe, I'll pay for these braces. Again, this is all happening in the same week. So now the orthodontia was, let's see, looking at my cheat sheet here, $2,242. And it's unbudgeted, but let's move all these over here because none of these were budgeted. None of them. Okay? So now that $22.42, that's under my credit card. The housing costs, all of this was cash. Oops, sorry. So we got cash over $3,000. Oh, and the medical is also on my credit card. My medical bills on my credit card. Orthodontia on my credit card. We're already over 5K, maybe 6K. Actually, yeah, we're over 6K already. And this is unplanned. This is in addition to what I had budgeted. Already over 6K. And we're not done. So now that I've done that, let's flip this over. Okay? So I don't really budget transportation costs. I don't know why there's a difference between transportation and fuel. Maybe that's for like the bus or the train or whatever. I don't know. But for that, didn't budget anything, didn't have anything. For fuel, I actually did fill up finally. And actually, no, I lied. I had to pay a toll. So this is $8.19 on my credit card. Fuel, I did fill up. So that's $26.92. So far, again, we've already jacked up. We're already somewhere we're not supposed to be. Let's see. I treated myself. So that was $4.03. Oh, dining out. So dining out, $150. Yeah, that's gone. So in the first week, there's too many, so I'm just gonna write them across. $24.72. 15, 80, 50, and $20.94. That's in the first 10 days of February. So let's just add that up really quickly. $24.72, 15, 80, 50, $20.94. So we're already at $190.66. Okay, so let's just make it clean on this one. $190.66. And I think I might do this moving forward month to month, having what I would love to spend and then a clean version of what actually transpired. And if it implodes, it implodes, right? So groceries, which I shouldn't have purchased any because I've been eating everything else, but groceries, we have $53.18 and $33.01. So we're only at $86.19. I'm very proud of myself in that regard because my grocery bills last month, yeah. So we're good here, not good here, good here. So we still have money for fuel left. We still have money for groceries left. Didn't do any dry cleaning this month. Personal care, I haven't purchased it yet, but now that I'm getting braces, I also need to get a water flosser. So this is going to be gone because I looked on Amazon and they're actually, he told me to get a travel one. So the travel ones are about like $30, $40 from what I've seen, but I've seen upwards of $90 to $100. So this is going to be wiped out. Household, I'm probably going to be buying things very soon for the new place. Because it's smaller than mine and a different like layout as far as storage and things of that nature. So I love my storage cabinets and organizational things and tubs and whatever. So me and the Container Store might get well acquainted. I don't know. If I can find it on Amazon or Big Lots or something like that, then I'll probably save money that way. But yeah, haven't really done any shopping, traveling. This buffer, as we already know, is out of the water. So again, this is just the first 10 days of February. So my update so far is that this budget is just kaput. And most of these things occurred on my credit card. So that's just adding to this number here. So yeah, let's just add it up. So on the front side so far, we have we're at $6,285.72. That's just the front side. And on the back side, we're at $311.96. And if you add the two together, in the first 10 days of February, I am over budget by $6,597.68. Now, I know there's some wiggle room in here with fuel and groceries, but if you break it down per week, either way, I'm over budget and we'll be over budget for the month. Like I said, this is coming from my sinking funds. I'm going to have to pay myself back, and I haven't actually gotten paid in the month of February yet. So I do still have coverage, and you know, it's tax time. So hopefully I'll get a refund and that'll contribute to that as well. But yeah, it's not looking good for February. Now, am I getting the things I want, the things I had hoped and prayed for and slightly planned for? Yes. Did my stress eating come into play while I was dining out? Absolutely. So that's something I need to find another outlet for, because my budget for the entire month was $150. I went over that in the first week. So this is just an example of, this is why you save. This is why you budget. This is why you plan, because I could have swiped and swiped and swiped, and next thing you know, would have been like, hey, where'd all my money go? Oh, I know exactly where it went now, because I wrote it down, because I looked at it, because I tried to get ahead. And now I'm going to have to pay these bills off, because again, regardless of the amount, which is why I have to be mindful of my credit card spending, whatever it is, even if I have to take out of my savings, I'm not carrying that credit card debt forward. So my choice is transfer the money, pay it off. It's not due yet. It probably won't even be due until March, but between my paychecks and potential windfall with my taxes, I'm going to go ahead by the end of this month and pay this off, because this is, I hate to say it this way, but it's insane. I mean, obviously half of this is not on my credit card, thankfully. So I really only need to pay the other $3K or so for my credit card. But again, unexpected, use my opportunity fund to cover myself where it was appropriate. And yeah, February is going to be interesting. Welcome to 2024. Could I have seen this coming? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So yeah. Yep. Yeah, take a good look at me trying to pinch pennies the rest of the month and earn extra income. Probably going to be selling stuff on eBay and all of that. I do have a business. I'm a virtual assistant. If you need one, let me know, because I can use the money. Kidding, but very serious. So yeah, just got to do what you got to do to cover your costs. And I'm just going to have to do what I got to do to tighten up this budget, which is going to be hard because I'm moving. So buying groceries and cooking doesn't make sense when I'm trying to move stuff out of one fridge to the other, so on and so forth. Again, I didn't budget for that. All my money for food was towards my grocery budget. So now I have to redirect that in a way, but not so much that I'm going to keep going over budget. So slippery slope, a lot of shelf cooking, trying to get rid of stuff, especially if it's going to expire. No need to pack that up and take it with me. Just go ahead and eat it if I can. So just little things I'm going to try to do to try to reel it back in. But yeah, we're way over budget already. Yay. Go team. Thanks for listening, y'all. I know I rambled on for a while, but I actually wasn't going to film this video, and my sister encouraged me to do so. She said, no, this is what people need to see. When your budget implodes, what do? So for me, it's take it out of my savings and pay myself back. For you, it might look a little different. So you just got to do whatever works for your situation. But I hope this was enlightening. I hope it was helpful. And I hope you get a realistic view of the first week of imploding your budget. And I'll keep you guys posted on how I'm recovering. Okay? Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all of the things, all of the algorithm love. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. Yeah, but I keep you guys posted how it goes the rest of the month. But so far, it is not looking good. Thanks again. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye-bye.